Mortal Kombat 1, the game that just keeps on giving. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Dynasty, and hopefully this video doesn't piss off too many people. If it does, I mean, I don't know how you could really defend all of the audio issues, the venue itself collapsing on players and commentators. But hey, if you're offended by this video, feel free to let me know in the comment section how I don't deserve to have an opinion on the pro competition because I'm a filthy casual. Hey, I'll own it. That's all good, but in case you missed it, over the weekend was the final event for Mortal Kombat 1 Esports, aka Final Kombat. Years in the making to finally have a definitive Mortal Kombat 1 champion. It took place in Mexico City, and keep in mind, this is the second event in Mexico City this year. The other one I want to say was maybe like 8 months ago, and at the time, not a single complaint from what I could remember. Nobody complained about production issues. Nobody complained about the venue collapsing. Nobody complained about them having to restart matches in the middle of a set because the audio wasn't working for a certain player or what have you. Like, this is arguably, seems like unanimously, we're all agreeing, all of pro players, casual players, the worst production for a NetherRealm Studios esports event in history. And we gotta talk about it. I got a few things I want to showcase because, again, just keep this in mind. The only thing that's pretty much keeping MK1 alive at this point is the esports scene with all these, you know, pro comp, Final Combat stuff. And to think, on the grandest stage of them all, having Ed Boon there, Tyler Lansdowne there, an amazing trophy there, everyone showed up. Again, you and I, we were watching through our screens, our TVs on HBO Max, Twitch, YouTube. What's it worth when it was handled this way? It's a damn shame because the pro players have dedicated so much time and effort to this game, and they got treated like, let's just be honest, like shit. Like an afterthought. So that's the topic of the day. Just gotta kind of go over the highlights from the shit show that was Final Kombat 2025. And I don't really take too much pride in dunking on WB's production of this, but again, it's just like, dude, read the room. These are the most loyal people y'all have, and you set them up like this. Sonic Fox legit lost their mojo because they had to restart a fucking game because the audio was not working in their headset. How do you do this on the grandest stage of them all? I get it's not EVO, but this is the biggest event for Mortal Kombat 1 competitively. What? So, first things first, if you have no idea just how bad it got, Anna Bananas 1 says, building may be collapsing, but at least we got cool merch. Funny enough, we talked about these shirts a couple of days ago on the channel. All the new MK2 merchandise. And they actually quote tweeted this and said, for anyone wondering, there was actual debris falling on Ketchup yesterday. Yeah. While commentating, there was debris falling on the commentators. Oh, and the roof started leaking when it was raining outside. There was a puddle in our section for a cool 30 minutes. So, you know, that's kind of worrisome. Shout out to Headlocked Gaming for actually grabbing this this clip here. Like, stuff like this was happening all throughout the weekend's event.
Impresionante. Es que, chicos, nada más. Nos estamos dando una probadita. Esta es la primera pelea del top 8. Yo nada más les digo, quédense con nosotros, por favor. Definitivamente lo emocionado que está.
They had the wrong dub on streams. So you could have been watching here in the States, the English streams, and you had Spanish commentary. Stuff like that, man. You know, it's funny, right? It's a meme for sure. That's why this got posted, like the meme of it all, right? But ultimately, man, it's heartbreaking. I feel for everybody who traveled all the way over there, and this was what happened. It's so damn unfortunate. And again, I really don't like people who psychoanalyze tweets, so just take this for, like, surface value, face value. Like, I'm really not want to complain, but this is the worst tournament I've ever been to. I was biting my tongue the entire weekend, but they have managed to fuck up literally every possible step, from the seating to the venue falling apart to literally interrupting me mid and canny mid-sets. At this point, I don't really care. I just want to leave. So that was in the thick of it. What the fuck? The face of Mortal Kombat Esports has that to say about the production value. WB. Everyone deserves better than this. This is uncalled for. This is fucked up. And again, these are the people in so many ways you've catered to because they're the only ones still playing Mortal Kombat 1 at this point. And to be committed and have to actually experience what they went through over the weekend, I don't want to say I'm not surprised given how I've been treated, but... And again, since there, thankfully, Sonic has actually come out and said, while the event of Final Kombat itself was poorly ran and unfun to be at, the players in the Hangouts was the silver lining for me. Sonic also came out and thanked the Mexico community that was there in attendance, that was showing a bunch of love. So it's just a shame because, again, the people there, great. The actual, like, production, trash. You had everything going, yet you set them up to fail. It's like, it's a bad look, WB. I know you guys are billions of dollars in debt, but when you're showcasing this on fucking HBO Max, and this is the final competition for your most recent mainline Mortal Kombat game, Sonic didn't need to go through this. Everyone there did not need to go through the fucking ceiling collapsing on them when commentating, when playing, fucking water dropping through the roof, like, for real. Now, when it comes to the actual venue, it's kind of interesting. So I did some digging because, honestly, it seems like nobody actually even shared the venue from the outside, but this is what I could find from Pokey Rick. It says here, the last warriors are still arriving, ready to enjoy this great Mortal Kombat 11 event. I think they meant one. Brought to you by WB Play Latino. The excitement doesn't end. This is just the beginning, and you can see, dude, a bunch of people were trying to get in, but this is the venue. Right here. This was the venue. Bunch of arts, very artsy vibes here, but what is the artsy vibes worth if it interferes with the actual quality of the event? And what's interesting is, like, it could have just been bad timing in general, because if you go on Google Earth, Netflix has, like, premieres here, funny enough. So I looked up the venue because I wanted to see just the condition of the actual building itself. This is where they were actually competing, in the middle of Mexico City, next to a highway here. But you can see here, this was back in 2022. Netflix. So this venue does top-notch shit. I know from the outside it looks like it's old, for sure. Does not look necessarily like a brand spanking new building. But when you have the likes of Mexico, excuse me, Netflix, doing pop-ups and things of that sort, like, you would think that maybe the roof wasn't collapsing. Again, I wasn't there. I don't know how bad it really was, but when you have several people pointing that out, it wasn't just the one post. Several people were coming out and mentioning, again, the whole venue itself was a shit show. It just sucks to think, like, that's what capped off Mortal Kombat 1. In a way, it's kind of fitting. It's like Mortal Kombat 1, the game that had its final pro competition fall apart. Kind of like the launch, the moment it got released. And again, like, this is the clip where they actually restart the match. I want you guys to watch this with me. This is crazy. I believe this is, like, top 4, top 5 right here. Final day. Just watch how this unfolds.
With the absolute flurry that is Cyrax and this bomb of pressure from Sonic Fox, that really, since Sonic has gotten their hands on Cyrax, it's been very hard, impossible to stop. Other than down there.
They're already playing. They're already playing, and they're focusing on their face cams.
Gamescom.
Oh, yeah. Gamescom's a different story.
But since then,
can we look at the match?
Since then, picked up the Madame Bo cameo.
They're playing.
Are they playing?
Can we get the match?
Are they playing?
Yeah,
go to match. Go to match. Go to match.
They're locked in. That's a game. Can we get the match, please?
Go to game.
Game, please.
By God.
Can we get the game?
They're playing.
They're playing 100%,
oh,
right?
Maybe. Connie's talking to someone.
Oh yeah, they are. They're playing
All right.
this miscommunication here.
They did something we didn't.
Yeah.
Y'all got it.
They were locked. They were definitely playing too.
Look at Sonic's face. It's sad, dude. This is our fucking champion, and you did this to our fucking champion, like, for real?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Taking a look at something here. Give them just a moment. So they're resetting something up there on stage, making sure everything's right for this battle of the literal titans of the game.
They were going each other heads. You saw how they was leaned in?
Yeah.
And not to take away from Connie, obviously, right? Obviously, a massive shout out to Scorpion Prox for winning the whole thing, but dude, are you for real? Like, this happened to Sonic. You know what I mean? This happened to Sonic. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, man, I've seen a lot of talk about it. I watched a couple hours, and in the midst of me watching, like, again, me, myself, personally, I was experiencing audio issues where it was either in the wrong language, or it was, like, audio from the back of the players or something. Like, there was times where it was just, like, weird random noises and stuff. Like, the whole production was trash, and it's a shame because, again, like, Mortal Kombat 1 is arguably the most polarizing game we've seen in a long time when it comes to Mortal Kombat fans, and a lot of these guys, they dedicated so much time and effort to stay committed to this game despite the bad fucking, you know, notoriety and name it carried all throughout its life cycle from day one. You know, like, polarizing. This game is the most polarizing in my experience ever covering on YouTube on the internet. So for these players, and again, Boone and Co, to be there, and this is how this got handled, like, again, shocker, the Mortal Kombat 1 final event was a shit show. Who would have thought that, again, the final Mortal Kombat 1 event would go down like this? It shouldn't have gone down like this, but in a way, it's kind of like, it's poetic. That's a great way to remember Mortal Kombat 1, this event. So, anyways, that's my thoughts on it. I think it's a shame. I really don't take joy in this. It's unfortunate because, again, who knows how things could have gone if the production was better, but in case you missed it, yeah, that's how Final Kombat went. That's how Final Kombat went. But guys, that's all I got for y'all today. What do y'all think of this? Are you shocked by any of this? Let me know in the comment section down below. Again, Filthy Casual giving his thoughts on a horribly ran event. I think I'm allowed to give my thoughts on a horribly ran event. If not, feel free to be upset and angry that I pointed out the fucking ceiling was collapsing on the commentators. I don't think up block is required to call that one out. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope when Injustice 3 gets announced and the pro comp for that starts, I hope it's taken a lot more serious. And again, it probably will. This is probably a one-off. People were saying there was a lot of bad weather in Mexico City at the time. I get that, but again, like, the venue shouldn't have been fucking collapsing. This is WB's fault. This is literally WB's fault. I love y'all. See you in the next video. Peace.
Stepping on the crack, but I'm not superstitious. Count all these racks, I be steady counting my digits. Stepping on the crack, I am not superstitious.